They rode into 40 million living rooms every week, so why can't you name half this cast today? Two of these iconic officers are gone forever. One nearly vanished from Hollywood completely, and the rest, their lives took turns nobody saw coming. If you grew up watching those two motorcycle cops chase down LA's craziest criminals, what happened next will genuinely shock you. Today we're counting down the entire CHiPs cast. Then versus now, the tragedies, the comebacks, and one shocking transformation you won't believe until you see it for yourself. Sergeant Joseph Getraer, Robert Pine. Sergeant Joseph Getraer, the firm but fair supervisor who kept the California Highway Patrol team grounded on CHiPs, was played by Robert Pine. Born Granville Whitelaw Pine on July 10, 1941, in New York City, he was 36 years old when the series debuted in 1977. Raised in Scarsdale, New York, he studied at Ohio Wesleyan University before pursuing acting, eventually signing as a contract player at Universal Studios, where he trained alongside other young hopefuls being groomed for television and film work. Getraer worked because he gave the show its sense of order, while Ponch brought charm and impulse and John brought calm discipline. Getraer stood above them as the steady authority figure who understood both the rules and the people wearing the badges. Pine played him with professionalism, dry humor, and just enough warmth to keep the sergeant human rather than distant. He could lecture his officers one moment and clearly care about them the next, giving the series a moral center beneath its motorcycle chases and freeway rescues. Notably, Pine's real-life wife, Gwyn Guilford, appeared on the show as Getraer's television spouse, Betty, adding an extra layer of authenticity to the family scenes. After CHiPs ended in 1983, Pine built a long career in television and film, taking on countless guest roles across 5 decades from soap operas to sitcoms. He is also widely known as the father of actor Chris Pine. As of 2026, Robert Pine is 84 years old, and Sergeant Getraer remains a classic television authority figure, a reminder that every fast-moving show needs someone steady enough to keep the road clear. Officer John Baker, Larry Wilcox. Officer John Baker, the calm and disciplined partner who balanced Ponch's flashier energy on CHiPs, was portrayed by Larry Wilcox. Born Larry D. Wilcox on August 8, 1947, in San Diego, California, he was 30 years old when the series premiered in 1977. Before acting, Wilcox served with the U.S. Marine Corps, completing a 13-month tour in Vietnam during the Tet Offensive and earning the rank of Staff Sergeant, an experience that shaped the discipline he later brought to the role. John worked because he gave the show its steady heartbeat. While Ponch often chased excitement with a grin and a bit of risk, John approached the job with patience, control, and a strong sense of duty. Wilcox played him with quiet confidence, making John feel like the officer you'd trust in a crisis, focused, fair, and deeply loyal to his partner. He also performed many of his own motorcycle stunts throughout the series, adding real authenticity to the chase sequences that defined the show. His friendship with Ponch became the emotional center of the show, turning CHiPs into more than motorcycle chases and freeway rescues. It was also a story about teamwork, trust, and two very different men learning to rely on each other. Wilcox left the series after its 5th season in 1982 to build a career as a television producer, later reprising John Baker, now a captain, in the 1998 TV movie CHiPs 99. By 2026, Larry Wilcox is 78. And John Baker remains a symbol of classic TV integrity, the quiet rider who proved that calm strength can be just as memorable as charisma. Officer Arthur Grossman, Paul Linke. Officer Arthur "Artie" Grossman, the good-hearted patrolman whose slightly awkward presence brought humor and humanity to CHiPs, was played by Paul Linke. Born on May 6, 1948 in New York City, he was 29 years old when the character first appeared in 1977. He was the son of Richard O. Linke, a longtime producer and personal manager best known for working with Andy Griffith, a connection that gave Paul an early foothold in show business before he built his own resume of film and television roles throughout the 1970s. Grossman worked because he made the California Highway Patrol team feel real. Not every officer could be as polished as John or as magnetic as Ponch, and that was part of his charm. He was earnest, dependable, occasionally comic, and always trying to do the right thing, traits that came through in small character details from his fondness for chess to his roller hockey skills. Linke played him with warmth rather than exaggeration, turning Grossman into the kind of supporting character who quietly balanced the show's action with everyday personality and gave the ensemble a lived-in feel. His moments of humor never undercut the team's authority. Instead, they reminded viewers that behind the uniforms and motorcycles were ordinary people with nerves, flaws, and good intentions. After CHiPs, Linke kept acting while also earning respect as a writer, director, and theater artist, building a career well beyond one role, including one-man stage shows drawn from his own life experiences. By 2026, he is 78, and Grossman remains a familiar part of the show's texture, proof that the most relatable characters are often the least polished ones. Officer Baricza Brodie Greer. Officer Baricza, the tall and dependable patrolman known to his fellow officers as Bear, was portrayed by Brodie Greer. He was born Brodie Haldeman Greer on October 26, 1949 in Santa Monica, California, and was 28 when CHiPs began in 1977. He grew up in nearby Pacific Palisades and later played safety for the San Jose State Spartans football team before landing his first television role, bringing a genuine athletic build to a character built around physical presence. Baricza worked because he brought a quiet, physical confidence to the CHP team. He wasn't the loudest personality on screen, but his presence suggested reliability, strength, and calm under pressure. Greer played him with an understated style that fit naturally into the ensemble, making Bear feel like the kind of officer who could step in when things turned serious and help restore order without needing the spotlight or extra dialogue to prove himself. His role often supported Ponch John and the wider patrol unit, reinforcing the idea that CHiPs was built not only on star power, but on teamwork. In a series filled with high-speed rides, roadside rescues, and lighthearted station moments, Baricza added a steady background strength that fans came to recognize across more than 100 episodes. After stepping away from acting around 2010, Greer settled into a quieter life outside Hollywood, later coaching youth volleyball, basketball, and track in Carmel, California. By 2026, he is 76, and Officer Baricza remains part of the show's dependable backbone, a reminder that every memorable team needs its quiet professionals. Harlan, Arliss, Wagner. Harlan Arliss, the clever and dependable mechanic who helped keep the California Highway Patrol running in CHiPs, was portrayed by Wagner. He was born on August 19, 1940 in San Jose, California, and was about 38 when he first appeared on the series in 1978. Before landing the role, Wagner had already built a name for himself, playing the young chimpanzee Lucius in the original 1968 Planet of the Apes work that makes him one of the last surviving principal cast members from that landmark film. Harlan worked because he showed that the action on the freeway depended on more than the officers in the saddle. Behind every chase, every rescue, and every roaring motorcycle was someone making sure the machines were ready to go. Wagner played him with friendly humor and technical confidence, turning the garage into one of the show's warmer supporting spaces, a place where the pace slowed down just enough for character to shine through. Harlan was practical, loyal, and often quietly funny, offering the officers both mechanical help and a bit of human perspective when things got hectic. His presence gave CHiPs a working world charm, reminding viewers that heroism sometimes begins with grease tools and patience before the sirens ever sound. Wagner had already built a varied career across comedy, drama, and science fiction, and he kept working for decades afterward, including a long-running turn as the professor in McDonald's commercials. By 2026, he is 85, and Harlan Arliss remains a modest but memorable piece of the CHiPs legacy, the man who helped keep the wheels turning. Officer Bonnie Clark, Randy Oakes. Officer Bonnie Clark, The capable and confident patrol officer who brought a strong female presence to CHiPs was portrayed by Randi Oakes. Born Betty Lee Oakes on August 19, 1951 in Sumner, Iowa, she was 28 when the character joined the series in 1979. Before acting, Oakes built a modeling career after being named Miss Iowa Model of the Year, eventually moving to New York City with a modeling contract at just 17 and working as one of the top fashion models in the country. Bonnie worked because she stood firmly inside a world television often treated as male territory. She was professional calm under pressure and fully believable as part of the California Highway Patrol team. Oakes played her with warmth and composure, avoiding exaggeration, while showing that Bonnie could handle the road, the danger, and the responsibility just as seriously as her male colleagues without ever losing her femininity or approachability. Her character added balance to the ensemble, giving viewers a woman in uniform who wasn't simply decorative but active, skilled, and respected during 3 seasons on the show. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, that kind of representation mattered, especially in an action-driven series built around speed and authority. After marrying actor Gregory Harrison in 1980, Oakes stepped away from acting following the birth of their first child in 1985, choosing a private family life away from Hollywood. By 2026, she is 74, and Officer Bonnie Clark remains a meaningful part of the show's memory, a reminder that strength on television can be quiet, capable, and confidently understated. Officer Jebediah Turner, Michael Dorn. Officer Jebediah Turner, the calm and professional patrolman whose early appearances added depth to the CHiPs team, was portrayed by Michael Dorn. He was born on December 9, 1952 in Luling, Texas, and was 27 when he joined the series as a regular in 1979. Before landing the role, Dorn had played bit parts in films like Rocky and Demon Seed, and had spent time performing in rock bands before committing fully to a career in acting. Turner worked because he brought a composed, steady energy to the station and the road. Even in a supporting role, Dorn had a natural screen presence that made the character feel disciplined and quietly capable. CHiPs depended on that larger ensemble feeling, the sense that Ponch and John belonged to a full working unit, not just a two-man adventure. Turner helped create that atmosphere, giving the patrol world more realism and variety without ever pulling focus from the leads. For Dorn, the role became an early step in a career that would later reach science fiction history. He went on to become internationally known as Worf in the Star Trek franchise, appearing in more episodes and films as the same character than any other actor in the franchise's history, spanning The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and several feature films. By 2026, Dorn is 73, and Officer Turner remains a fascinating early chapter in his career, a glimpse of the authority, stillness, and presence that would later make him unforgettable far beyond the highways of California. Officer Sindy Cahill, Brianne Leary. Officer Sindy Cahill, the young and determined motorcycle officer who brought toughness and charm to CHiPs, was portrayed by Brianne Leary. She was born on July 28, 1957 in Providence, Rhode Island, and was 21 when she first appeared on the series in 1978. Before joining CHiPs, Leary had already gained early television experience playing a nurse on the NBC series Ba Ba Black Sheep, and she later became the only person to appear on the game show Match Game as both a contestant and a celebrity panelist. Sindy worked because she added fresh energy to a show already defined by speed, teamwork, and personality. As a woman aiming to become the California Highway Patrol's first female motorcycle officer, she helped expand the world of CHiPs beyond its central male partnership, showing that courage and competence on the road weren't limited by gender. Leary played her with confidence and brightness, giving Sindy a youthful determination that fit naturally into the team. Her time on the show spanned roughly 2 seasons rather than the full run of some main cast members, but she left an impression because she arrived with purpose, handling patrol duties and action scenes with a believable sense of skill. After CHiPs, Leary moved into other areas of entertainment, working as a television host and writer, and later became known for inventive work outside acting, including developing a popular pet care product. By 2026, she is 69. And Officer Sindy Cahill remains a lively part of the show's evolution, a reminder of how CHiPs kept widening its road. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.